You are about to listen to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening to us at MaximumThreshold.net. Horns up, fists in the air.
Maximum Threshold, you're on the air.
Yeah, steve-unger from Metal-Church calling in.
Steve, what's up, man?
Did you say
How you
Steve
doing? Is Dominic?
Yes, and Jeff and Michael.
Also known as Chop Liver.
Yeah, right on, man. How you guys doing?
Oh, pretty good, man.
How are you?
Cool.
What's going on with you, man?
Jesus, just trying to make it through another day like everybody else, man.
I hear you.
Up here in Washington State, it's raining like hell.
Damn. Well, at least you ain't got the snow up there yet.
Well, it's coming.
Yes, it is.
About 3 more weeks, I'll be skiing.
I got a question about the farmers market over there. They still have that gold pig.
Okay.
They still got the gold pig up in the front there.
Do they have the what?
The gold pig that they have in front of it.
The gold pig.
Yeah.
You know, yes, they do. Up there in Seattle?
Yeah.
Yep, they certainly do.
Yeah, I thought somebody would try to steal that thing.
Between the Starbucks on every corner?
Pretty much. There you go. Starbucks and, well, nowadays, you said farmer's market, but nowadays we got weed dispensaries on every street corner like a 7-Eleven around here, too. So.
Damn. We ain't got that over here yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, they legalized that stuff about, 8 months ago, and ever since then there's just been, like, popping up like 7-Elevens, just dispensaries everywhere.
Wow.
Weed is good for the economy.
Well, it's good for a lot of things, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about Generation Nothing, man. This is a pretty strong comeback record for you lads there.
Well, that's what we keep hearing, and I love hearing it. We put a little bit of time into it. It's kind of crazy because Metal Church was kind of on hiatus there for a while. I think we did our last show in like 2009, and we got an offer to do that 70,000 Tons of Metal Festival, and we all talked to each other and we're like, man, let's go do this. It'll be fun, if nothing else. It'll be a great vacation. It'll be a great time for us to get back together again and have a good time. And, man, we went there and we did it, and we rocked the boat, and all of a sudden all these offers and everything started coming in. Guys, you got to do this. You got to do this, please, please. And we were like, man, it's like you go away for a couple of years, and all of a sudden people, like you again. So we went out. We went to Europe a couple times, and did a few festivals and such, and just the response just kept being so good for us that we were like, man, let's go back in the studio, do another album, and let's just see what happens. And so we did, and it's been out for about 3 weeks now, and it's doing pretty well.
Nice.
And I've always said this about Metal Church, man. Metal Church was one of those bands in the 80s that had like a huge cult following, but for some reason just didn't break out into the forefront of things like they should have, and how things should have went, because you guys had some huge tours, man. I mean, I know you weren't in the band then, but I mean the tours. I mean, you guys played with Metallica, and I mean, you had
they did 4 years of touring with Metallica, and
right.
Most I guess you could really chalk it up to is just mostly bad management and just the wrong people making the decisions for the band, and it was pretty much what kept the band from becoming what it should have become. Now, we've kind of grown up a little bit and, got a little older and wiser. And, of course, the music industry itself has changed quite a bit since those days, too. So we do a lot more things ourselves that, back in the day you used to have to count on other people, record labels and management and, distribution companies and such. And, nowadays you can pretty much do everything yourself except distribution. So that's where we're at now.
And what's the plan for this now, man? You guys hitting the road, and you're going to get out there and spend some time out on the road, or are you going to just wait?
Well, yeah, we are going to push this record pretty hard, actually. Jeff, our drummer, Jeff Plate, he is the drummer for the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. So he's out with TSO right now, doing the holiday Christmas rock and roll thing. which is always cool to me. I mean, I got kids, so I get to basically take the holiday seasons off every year. But he gets back at the end of December, and we are slated to do the States February 15th to March 15th. And then we're taking about a 3 or 4 week break, and then we got Europe coming up. I guess we got all kind of stuff coming up here in the summertime, festival-wise. Australia's coming up, Japan, Europe, South America. So we're going to be making it to cities near you, and all the, we're going to try to get everywhere we can, really.
Nice. Yeah, there's this record, man. It's really good, especially when you start breaking it down and listening to it, and especially the first track, man. When you hear that opening riff and Bulletproof, man, you get that vibe of early church, man. And every time I hear it, I get that vibe. I just want to say the congregation's rising when you hear that opening riff.
Yeah. Yeah, it pretty much starts off. The album starts off like a big slap in the face.
It does. I love that.
Which is what we were going for, and it's kind of tough because we're in this pivot point between trying to stay true to what Metal Church has been and will remain pretty much, but at the same time you got to try to stay somehow up to date. If you want to compete with the newer bands that are coming out and such, and not sound dated, it's really tough to stick to your roots and sound new and fresh at the same time. But it seems that from all the response we've been getting from this, that it sounds like we pulled it off.
Mm-hmm. When this record started, when it started coming together, how much input did you have of this, or did Kirk just kind of like whip this all together and say, "Hey, man, this is what we're going to do. This is what I have." Blah blah blah.
Well, the way it usually goes, obviously here the last 5 albums I've been on now. Mm-hmm. The way it's always gone down is Kurt writes the skeleton of the song. Yeah. He'll come up with a riff, he'll come up with kind of a melody line or something, and he'll just throw it out at us. And we take our time and we chew on it. And like myself, my approach to it is I take his idea and then I come up with 2 or 3 directions that I could go with his idea as far as the bass line goes. Yeah. And I go into the studio with him and I say, I got this direction, and this direction. What do you like? And he'll tell me, I like what you got going on there. Mm-hmm. So I'll take that and I'll run with it, and I'll come back a couple of days later and lay down the bass line. And pretty much he gives me free rein to do whatever I want. He usually likes it, and if he doesn't, he'll say it. And if he says it, then I just go back to the drawing board and come up with another way of doing it.
Gotcha. How about Ronnie? Because Ronnie's doing he's got a soul thing, and he was doing a TSO thing too, wasn't he?
Yeah, last year he went out and he filled the shoes of one of the singers had gone through a period of throat cancer, and he was unable to do the tour, so Ronnie was able to fill in for him, and he did a great job. And I think they still wanted to be involved in it at some point, but as of this point, the guy that was down with the throat cancer situation had recovered and was able to come back. And of course, it was his gig for many years, so he was the first one to be able to get his gig back. So Ronnie's out doing his solo thing right now, the Ronnie Monroe Project. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think he's over on the East Coast right now doing some club dates and such.
When you were doing so when the music was put together, was he actually in the studio with you guys, or did you guys shoot the music over to him and let him record it, like in his own studio?
Well, we did it all in the same place, Metal Church. Well, Kurt Vanderhoof and basically Jeff Flate flew in and laid the drum tracks down. Kurt spent some time laying some rhythm tracks down, and then I came in, laid the bass tracks down. Ronnie came in, laid the vocal tracks down, and then Rick came in and laid the lead guitar tracks down. And, we came in, did the background vocals and such like that. And then Kurt just did what he does as far as mixing. He's kind of a genius in the studio. And, we ended up with Generation Nothing.
Nice. Who came up with that?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, though. Everybody always says, man, it really sounds like you guys spent all kind of time together writing this stuff and everything, and it's crazy because we were really never in the studio at the same time.
That's funny.
Well, Kurt was always there because he was engineering, and but as far as the rest of us goes, we were in there one at a time at different times. So,
what do you think about Kurt's other projects that he has?
The Presto Ballet.
Yeah.
Well, I like it. I mean, it's kind of what Kurt. That's Kurt's baby. It's kind of like what he really enjoys doing is that progressive prog metal, and I kind of think it kind of sounds like a cross between Styx and Jesus. I don't know. It's kind of Styx to me. I think they're really good. I just don't think that he's got the following that a metal, like Metal Church has got. Metal Church's got a fan base, from 28 years now.
Yep.
And, it's tough for anybody that's got a name in any band to break off and do something solo because, you basically, like Jerry Mathers will always be the Beaver no matter what he does.
That's right.
Gene Simmons, he does solo stuff, but he's still the bassist and singer for Kiss. Guys try to do stuff on the solo thing, and more power to them. It's what they want to do, and it's kind of an outlet for everybody, to express their, expressions of music. So, I wish him the best of luck with it, but, Metal Church is pretty much where his baby's at.
Gotcha. I got a question here from Jeff Kiss in our chat room. He's asking about Generation Nothing. Who's the one that came up with the name for it?
Well, let's see here. We actually threw around, a handful. I mean, we had a handful of names that we were going to go by. But Generation Nothing is basically, it's kind of explains the state of the world as we see it right now. Where we got a bunch of kids that, they sit at home eating chips, playing video games, and, back in the day when I was a kid, and we were all kids growing up, we'd go outside and we'd play, we'd ride our bikes, we'd go play Army, we'd build forts and shit like that. Nowadays, I don't think that kids know how to do that anymore. It's all about computer games and video games and Facebook and, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, that's where we came up with the name, was Generation Nothing.
Sounds good. Let's see here. Just a couple more things here. I want to let you get going there. But definitely, man, we really appreciate you coming on the show here and just talking, about the new Metal Church Generation Nothing. And one of the things I want to ask is, how can people get a hold of this, your latest release?
How to what?
How can people get a hold of it?
Well, it's in Best Buy, and I think Kmart's carrying it. But as of right now, you can get it through Rat Pack Records or through Amazon. Is the best direction to go.
Nice.
And where can everybody find out what's going on with Metal Church, tour dates, T-shirts, all that good stuff?
You can either go to metal-church-music.com or you can go to ratpack.com, and everything will be posted there. Right now, we are putting together the dates for February and March. We have probably about 75% of it booked up, and as soon as we get the rest of it booked up, we'll be posting the dates, and hopefully be coming to see everybody in the city, near you.
That's right. So, you were talking about the Beaver before. Let's talk about some Beavers.
I seem to talk about that an awful lot.
Which one of the Golden Girls would you bang, given the opportunity?
Oh, Jesus. Let's see here. Man, having to choose, huh? Well, see, if I had my way, I'd just stack the three of them on top of each other like a triple cheeseburger.
Dude, you know what? You know what makes it so awesome? Is that you didn't know that there's four.
I'd have to go with Blanche, I think.
That's right. Blanche is an around-the-world girl.
She is. You know what they say, good girls go to heaven and bad girls go everywhere. So
that's right. Nice.
Steve, can you do us a quick favor?
Sure.
Can you do a promo ID for our show? Just say your name, the band you're with, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold, and throw something crazy out at the end of it.
Okay, man.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Right now?
Sure.
All right. Hey, yo, this is Steve-Unger from Metal Church. You're listening to Maximum Threshold Radio. Rock on, people. Keep it real.
Nice. And what song would you like us to play for you after we hang up here? Any song. It doesn't.
We talking a Metal Church song?
It doesn't have to be. It could be anything you want.
Oh, anything, Jesus. Okay. Well, in that case, I get to pick 2 songs. How's that? Fair enough.
Yep.
We're not going to play them both.
All right. We'll have to. Let's do "Bullet" for Metal Church because that's just an ass-kicking song. And then, of course, I got to put in a song from my favorite band of all time, Detroit Rock City from Kiss.
I thought you were going to say Kids of Woodley High.
We can do.
Detroit Rock City, man. That's my favorite song of all time.
Really? Nice. What's your second favorite song? Whip It? Party All the Time from Eddie Murphy?
Right.
Nice. We'll play. We'll get that going here right now, man. But Steve, I want to thank you very much for taking your time out and coming on the show.
Thanks, Steve. We appreciate it. And the new album is badass.
Right on, guys. Thanks a lot. Yep.
You got it.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
And here you go. This is that Bulletproof. Remember I said it had that old vibe of
You never said that.
Definitely.
You never said
it had a definite vibe.
You know what was awesome about that?
Yes.
He didn't realize there's 4 Golden Girls.
Right.
That's a man.
Sophia was dead to him.
Did you know what's weird? Almost every girl I've dated loves the Golden Girls.
Mm-hmm.
No, none of them love Golden Showers. Just Golden Girls.
Well, sicky wife beaters gonna know some chicks that like golden showers.
On your face, I leave a shit tower.
But the best is that the movie where he's sitting on the railroad tracks, jerking off, looking at the penthouse. He's going, oh, dirty whore, dirty girl, dirty daddy likes.
Okay, we'll be right back after this. Here's Metal Church with Bulletproof. Here on Maximum Threshold.
Smasher proof.
That's right.
What you say is what you choose. It's a game you're gonna lose. It's not a weapon you know how to use. Say what you will, it's not the truth. I've heard it all, I'm living proof. After all this time, I'm bulletproof. Don't think that I'm not aware of all the things you said. So damn cool above it all. I'm grateful when you're dead. My mistake, I guess it's me, but I thought that we were friends. The color yellow fits you well, and the message that it sends. What you say is what you choose. It's a game you're gonna lose. It's not a weapon you know how to use. Say what you will, it's not the truth. I've heard it all, I'm living proof. After all this time, I'm bulletproof. Bulletproof! I'm bulletproof. Well, I've been thrown under the bus, and yes, I feel it. Oh, are you jealous? Are you much? 'Cause I can see it. So now you know just where it stands between myself and you. Shut your mouth, you little punk, 'cause you know just what I'll do. You can try to hide yourself in your world of cool. The rest of us can see the truth, you pathetic little fool. What you say is what you choose. It's a game you're gonna lose. It's not a weapon you know how to use. Say what you will, it's not the truth. I've heard it
You have just listened to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening, and please visit us at MaximumThreshold.net.